Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope everybody's doing well. Pretty sure this is part 12. I always get it wrong. City Skylines. Yeah. What you're looking at is a live view of traffic over our city in just one area, and look at the numbers up at the top left there. I know it's me. I want to blame the game, but it's me. It's so frustrating to get to a certain point in a game and then you cannot move forward because the same problem happens again and again and again. You think you have the problem licked, but no, because you've created a new city on a new file with that new knowledge. And guess what happens? The minute you go over 60,000 population, you're doomed. I don't know. It's just way too frustrating for me. I've tried regular traffic lights, turn off the regular traffic lights. Let's do time traffic lights. Turn off the time traffic lights. Let's do manually set up time traffic lights. Turn those off too, because nothing works. It just makes traffic worse. You look around, it's like, well, where can I send these guys? So you create new, intersections and bypasses, and that doesn't work because the game reroutes everybody. So now instead of having all the traffic jams on this road, they've now moved over to this road. It doesn't fix the traffic. It just relocates traffic. And you sit there with all of those policies. Free transportation, supposed to encourage people to get on the buses and the metros. Does that work? No. There are just as many cars, people traveling to and from work, and tourists. I'm not going to say there aren't tourists. You know how many of these buildings have burned down because the fire and police and everybody, garbage, they can't get where they need to be? This is the part of the game that I just don't care for. And this is what makes me just want to stop playing. I'm obviously not cut out for this game. I don't have the brains for it. I'm not seeing it. Where else do you want me to go? What other road should I put in to divert a traffic jam from one road and just go and send it over to another one? What am I supposed to do? I have an overabundance of bus stations and intercity bus. I have 24 metro cars going from one end of the city to the other, well, counties. Trams, trolleys. And it just, all it does is compound the issue. You want to get on a bus? Well, you're going to have to wait 25 minutes for it to show up because it's stuck in traffic. The thing that is supposed to eliminate traffic is stuck in traffic. And I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get it. I have created more roads to divert people, and it still doesn't work. I've eliminated roads. I put roads in other places. And all it does is divert. It doesn't eliminate. So I'm lost. And I cannot stand this about the game. Well, I'm blaming the game instead of me. I know it's me. There's something I'm not seeing. There's something I'm not comprehending. There's something I do not understand to make this game work. And you will also notice, as usual, there is zero demand for population. We are losing money. Population keeps fluctuating. 5,000 and 6,000 people here and there. There were 2 death waves. But they were in weird places. Like our very first little city there. There was a huge death wave. And I'm like, well, that took 180 years to happen. So that was confusing. But yeah, see, these are all my bus lines. And are they being utilized? No. And then you just click on a random one, right? Let's see what's going on with this one. So you click on the bus line, and it says 14% utilization. You saved something. The percentage of cars on the road saved. 12%. 0%. 8%. A whopping 36%. Wow. It's crazy. They're not doing anything to help resolve traffic issues. They're adding to it. And that's not the way the game says it's supposed to work. So that's where I get doubly and triply confused. It's like you're telling me to do this in an effort to help alleviate traffic, and when I do it, it's compounding the issue. Now, why are you talking in doublespeak? It's just too frustrating. Well, I'm going to have a lot of time to think about what I can do and how I can better educate myself to at least avoid these types of situations in the future. Because after yesterday, my goodness, I have a little surprise for you guys at the end of the video if you stuck with me this far. We had the weirdest weather, and I know you're not supposed to talk about weather. Weather's boring. Boring people talk about the weather. Whatever. I've always been fascinated by weather. Excuse me. But it was one of those odd days that kind of crept up on us. It wasn't anticipated, but there it is. And we had a hailstorm to beat all hailstorms. And naturally, my phone, I thought I was recording it, and it didn't record. It got like a split second of my face getting ready to turn the camera around. And that was it. That was all I got. However, I was trying to make this video at the time. So I do have sound. So at the end, you get about a minute of... And this is with the window closed and me trying to make audio for the video here, which obviously I had to scrap. So I'm doing this on Friday morning. But anyway, it's at the end of the video. It's about a minute long. And I just put a picture that one of our local stations got from a city to the west of us, which really got hit hard. I mean, super hard. But I thought it was fascinating, so I'm going to share it with you. I hope it's okay. Just, if you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn down the volume when I give you a heads up at the end, because it is loud. And I did not turn up the volume on the video. It's where it always is, which is at 0. It was crazy. It was green here for about 3 hours, and it just kept getting darker and darker and darker. So I went out to my mom and I said, just in case, sit in another chair instead of the one at the picture window there. But you can see it, you'll see it coming from that picture window, and sure enough, my goodness, the power went out. It was a pretty cool lightning storm, but this area in particular does not get hit as hard as our neighbors to the north and the south, and the airport is south, and they got socked. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Off on a weather tangent. This is the new trolley buses that they added to the game, and this is a new area. It's all pedestrian, I hope you can tell. But it's barren as well. I did not go crazy with adding the green, yellow, and blue. But I did try to line it along the water there. I didn't make it a specialty, but I did put the leisure features on the water. But nothing's coming in because there's no demand. So all you really see here is a few commercial buildings and some offices that line the outside road. And then over here, we had big demand for fish, and I'm sure that has a lot to do with traffic, but I figured, you know what? Let's get more fishing in here. So this is our original neighborhood on the beach side. And I don't think this matters too much because nobody is really coming here. I see a few people walking on the pedestrian path, but I don't see anybody walking on the... did I say that right? Yeah, this is a pedestrian area, so no cars, but I'm talking about the little walking path there closer to the beach. I've never seen anybody use that, so. And these are our statistics very quickly here. This is a rundown of everything, and I kind of made this with the idea of watching it when I am able to come back to this game when this hot, humid, sticky weather finally diminishes and I can turn this game on with confidence and knowing it won't destroy my computer. But I figure maybe somebody is interested to see how well we've come along. I don't know how good or bad things are. I don't know. Some of them look a little questionable. There were a lot of drops. We had, like here, we had peaks. And then we have a ton of valleys, and we're in a decline. Everything seems like it's on the decline, and I'm sure it has everything to do with traffic. And it's not like I haven't been trying to come up with solutions. It's just not working. But yeah, major declines in just about everything. I don't know what to tell you guys. I always think I know, and I always think that I'm improving. And I always have it in my head that it's going to be better this time. It can only get better, right? But with this particular game, it just gets worse. And that, to me, is a red flag. It's like, well, there's no one to blame except yourself. You're obviously not getting something. You're not seeing it. You're not comprehending it. Therefore, you shouldn't be involved. Leave it to the experts, right? So, I don't know. If I wasn't addicted to the game, I would not make you guys suffer through these types of videos anymore. But I keep wanting to try and get it right. I'm that type of a person. I will just keep going back again and again and again, hoping that it will work right. Is that the definition of insanity? Is that what they say? Maybe I am doing the same thing over and over again, not realizing it. I don't know. But I do thank you very much for sticking with me to the end and supporting my channel. I really appreciate that, so thank you. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have an absolutely fabulous day. And I will see you in the next one. Now be warned, it's going to get really loud. Bye-bye!